Imagine you love to ski, snow ski that is, and you've just been helicoptered into this mountain with powder that has, in fact, the mountain has never been skied on. You're the only one, you're the first one who is going to tackle this mountain. And as you fly in, you see all the possible paths you can take. Well, that's how I feel when it comes to artificial intelligence. Hi, my name is Jeff Harrison. I own a company called Swing Point Media, and this is the local voice, the video audio version. I wanted to jump in here today because I had a beautiful conversation with a young man out of India, which is, we're probably going to do some collaborating and working on things together. And we're in a group, it's a mastermind, and we're talking about all the use cases of artificial intelligence. Now, we're using things for local businesses to help them, either for customer service, lead generation, customer training, you name it. Those are the kind of things we talked about. But the cool thing about it is, and it's just like this mountain that's never been skied on. As we are at elevation and we're looking down upon this whole AI landscape, it truly is a what if, or do you think this is possible? Let's try this. And I'll give you an example. And I shared this a couple of weeks ago about a voice agent that we created for the purpose of my wife. And the idea was, hey, she comes home. I ask her how her day was, and she says, well, so-and-so didn't show up. Next day, so-and-so didn't show up. And in her business, that can be quite expensive when a customer doesn't show up, doesn't call, because it doesn't give her a chance to rebook someone. Now, she is a hairstylist and she owns a salon. And so when someone doesn't show up, it may cost her, from $100 to several $100s in lost revenue. So I thought, well, what if I just built something for her? And so that's what I did. And it was really just a what if. I didn't know if we could, but we did. And based on her clientele and how long it would take for, let's say, a man to get a haircut versus a woman to get a haircut versus a man to get a haircut and color, and same thing with the women and some of the things. And I asked her, I said, hey, how long does it take for these things to happen? So I gathered some data. We went back and we built this thing. And the really cool part about it is it can call all of our clients the day before to confirm that they're going to be there. And if they need to make any changes, they can do so on that call. And then she will be notified that, hey, Jeff can't make it today, but he'll be in, he's rescheduled for Thursday. And of course, this AI agent is tied to her calendar, so it can take a look and say, oh, you have some openings here. Now, of course, she's gone in and blocked things out that she says, hey, she does not going to do things here or whatever. So it works in concert with her, not instead of her. The beauty about this is the whole time, her customer service is going up and commitment to show up is going up. The other thing is I could call in if I was not sure of my appointment and say, hey, my name is, and I'm on to check on my upcoming appointment. And it will go in there and research those documents, come back and say, well, your appointment is on, and then give me the date and time. And then I would confirm that would be the case. So this was just one of those use cases that I thought, well, what if? Well, here's another use case. I met with one of my clients on Friday, and we have a nice lead generation put together for them, which generates in 30 days, it generated 45 new leads for them. But unfortunately, those leads were not properly followed up upon. So I met with them and said, hey, let's take it to the next level. What if we took those leads and as soon as they came in and they filled out and it's a test or a quiz that they take, and it grades them. As soon as they get the results back, then we have a series of emails that go out to them over the course of 30 days, the goal being to convert them into a free consultation with the client. And I think it's going to help tremendously. But today on a phone call, we said, well, what if we could create a voice agent to, let's say, and we can put it anywhere. but this is just for this example. Let's say on the third email, now we've had some nice interaction with them. We're giving them more value of why they should be in there. And now on the third email, when we notice that that email has been opened, that triggers the voice agent to call that person and say, hey, I'm Jeff, the avatar for Swing Point Media, and we're just following up. We see that you took our test and the assessment, and it has access to those assessment scores, so we can have a conversation with them. And we just want to see if you're ready to book an appointment with Jeff and go through XYZ process. Well, a week ago, even 3 days ago, back on Friday, that wasn't even a thought in my mind, because I thought, well, it's probably going to be too pricey. But because of some things that have happened, we're able to do something different. So the reason I brought the whole idea up of, hey, we're at elevation above a mountain, is because we can see so many different things. Often when we're in the middle of it, we're on the mountain, we can only see a portion of what's going on. It's almost like my background. It's blurred because my focus is right here. I'm right here. But as soon as I turn it off, all of a sudden my background, I can see more of it because my focus isn't just on this program. It's about more. Now, what does this all have to do as a local business? Well, one of the conversations I had this morning was, I'd love to create these tools for the average local business that their barrier to entry is not so expensive. And so we're playing around with this as we put things together to say, hey, we can do some of these things. And instead of it costing thousands or tens of thousands of dollars to build and deploy, what if we could do it for something that is manageable for you on a monthly basis? And maybe it's just on a usage basis. The more you use, the more you pay. You don't pay as much if you don't use as much. So if you have let's use the example of a salon. You have a salon, it's not as busy, so it's only calling 3 or 4 people a day. Or you have a much larger salon, you have to call 10 or 15 or 20 people a day. Well, that usage is higher, and you're only paying for your usage. So we're exploring that, because again, this is snow. This is a mountain that really has never been skied upon. This is artificial intelligence is, sometimes we'll say it's the wild, wild west, where, there really are no rules and regulations as far as what you can and can't do. Now, I'm not talking about privacy and ethics and things like that. Yes, we're staying within that, but I'm saying pushing the boundaries of what if. So I just want you to think about this as you're hearing this or watching it. I'd love you to think about this. Hey, in my business, do I have tasks that are repetitive that I could turn over to a system like Jeff is talking about that would improve my customer service, would improve my customer's experience working with my company, and it would help generate, or let's say secure, revenue if it were an appointment setter or a confirmer, that it would help me with that. It could even be something that would help generate leads. As an example that we pointed out here, hey, the leads come in, we could have that, whether it's a series of emails or it's actually a voice agent that calls, and based on its knowledge base and its training, we could train it to interact with that person who just filled out this form, whatever that is, and help them convert more people into sales. The cool thing about this is the voices, the videos, what we call avatars are just getting better and better and better. With that, I want to switch gears just slightly and talk about, hey, avatars. What you're seeing now in this case is really me, but we now have the ability to make these same videos using my avatar. The voice, the inflections, the hand gestures, the head gestures, the eyes, all of that stuff, including voice to lip syncing, has gotten so much better. A month ago, 3 months ago, it was pretty good, and it was very expensive. 18 months ago, when we first started doing this, it was incredibly expensive, and the quality was yeah, I'm not sure I want to put my name on that. We would use it, but we really didn't like putting our name on because it was so out of sync. And it was very like, hey, you have one position, don't move your hands, and make sure that you look at the camera. There's no movement, and it's one image. Now we can say, hey, we can videotape you in a short video, and then we can also tape a lot of other angles. Like, you're looking away from the camera, you're looking away over here, then maybe you're in different clothing, and we have this, if you will, this library of you that now we can say, okay, you want to put out a video promoting X, Y, and Z. Great. We'll put the script together. We'll load it in our program with you as your avatar, and it will create your content. It's gotten so much better, but it's only today is the worst it's going to get. It's going to continue to get better and better and better. And right now I have sent an example to my project manager that she's seen a lot of my videos, and I sent something over and she was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Like, no one would even know it's not you. Now, the goal is not to fool anyone. The goal is to be able to reduce the barrier to entry for the average business owner, local business owner, and speed to market. Because here's the thing. If I had this library of you, and we needed to put out a special offer. Let's say you're a heating and air conditioning company, and you wanted to run, whether it's a TV commercial, it's a video commercial, it's a paid advertisement on one of the platforms, whatever it is, or something to go into your email, to take it from can you do it to it's done can now be done in a matter of an hour or two versus days and inconveniencing the business owner. So I want to stop there because I can go down a real geeky rabbit hole, but I just want you to know that the future with AI and what can be done, we're just tapping into it. Now, keep in mind, all I've talked about is when it comes to helping local businesses do better marketing or do marketing at all, of what it can do. And I've only tapped a little portion of that. There are so many other things that can be done. The use cases are endless. Is it exciting? Incredibly exciting for me. And it should be incredibly exciting for you. I think it's going to make a difference. Now, with that, I want to challenge you and ask you, hey, are there things in your business that you're doing right now, or even any of your staff that are doing right now that are repetitive tasks? If the answer is yes, I want you to write those down and then imagine all those tasks are being handled through automation and AI. Because here's the thing. AI is really cool. It's changed the game, but automation, in my opinion, is where the magic is. And the automation is what ties in one thing to another, to another, to another. And all of a sudden it goes in with a thought and it comes out as a completed process. All of that automation is what happened. And, it's working in with the large language model like ChatGPT or Claude or, whomever we're using. It's doing that. But the point is when you connect all this together, it becomes magical. All right, so that's enough for today. I just wanted to share some thoughts with you and really stir up some gray matter and have you ask, hey, what are those repetitive tasks? What if I had an avatar like I see on camera? No, I'm not an avatar, but it looks like you. It sounds like you. It acts like you. And you could go to speed to market making videos, because that's one of the big resistance. Like, oh, I'd love to make video, but I'm not very good on camera. This allows you to be good the first time. It's a one-take deal. And then from that point on, videos can be made from that. Also, we can pull out the audio and make podcasts. And I'm not even going to go into that today, because the way we're using artificial intelligence for podcasts would absolutely blow your mind. All right. If you like this program, do me a favor. find the like button, whatever platform you're looking at or watching it or listening to it. Please hit the like button and give me a 5 stars. I'd appreciate that. And if you would take a second and leave a comment and tell me, hey, what's the one thing that you got out of this that you found beneficial, or quite frankly, that you didn't care about? It's not relatable to you. And if you didn't like something, let me know. I'm always wanting to make what we do better. So with that, hey, have a great day. And thanks again for joining me. My name is Jeff Harrison. I own a company called Swing Point Media. We're a digital marketing agency. Actually, we're a digital marketing artificial intelligence agency located in Southern California. And this is the Local Voice. Have a great day.